this is the first question and it is from the exam paper. So it says Jason makes a sequence of a certain number of lines L arranged in a pattern. The first three stages of Jason's sequence are shown below. The sequence starts at stage 0. There are 6 lines in the first sequence. Okay, then I'm asked to draw the next sequence. Okay, so here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a rectangle and a triangle. Here I have 2 rectangles, triangle, triangle. Here I'm going to have 3 rectangles, triangle, triangle, triangle. So next stage is going to be 4 rectangles, triangle, 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 triangle. Okay, and that's solution for part A. Then it says Jason thinks that the sequence is linear. Okay, so for a sequence to be linear, the first difference has to be the same. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try to prove. Okay, so in the first one I have 6 lines. Okay, and I was given that, but I can double check. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second one I can check. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11. Here, stage 2, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, and then I count these up as well and I get 21. So I get the difference between all of these stages. So the difference between 11 and 6 is 5, the difference between 16 and 11 is 5, and the difference between 21 and 16 is 5. So the first difference is the same, so that means it has to be linear. Okay. Part C says use a graph, a table, or otherwise write a form to express L in terms of S, where L is the number of lines needed in stage S of Jason's sequence. Okay, so this is the form that we always use if we're trying to get the general formula. So if you ever see the word formula, this you can just assume that this is what they're looking for, my general formula. Okay, even though they've used different letters there. Okay, right. So my general formula is on page 22 of my log tables. So it's T of n is equal to A plus n minus 1 d, where A is my first term, d is my common difference. So in my first case, my first term is 6 and my common difference is 5. So then I'm going to go off now and solve this question. So I have T of n, sorry now, not to confuse you, T of n is equal to 6 plus n minus 1. Okay, in this particular example, actually, I'll come back to it, but in this particular example, I have 6 plus n minus 1, and the common difference is 5. Okay, so I have 6 plus 5 times n gives me 5n, minus 1 times 5 gives me minus 5. Okay, so it's 6 take away 5 will give me 1, so I'll have 5n plus 1. So we are told in this particular example that L is the number of lines that are needed. So I could actually say that this is going to be T of n is equal to 5L plus 1. Or I could say that S is equal to 5L plus 1. Okay. Then I'm asked, okay, to find the 20th term. Okay, so how many are in the 20th pattern? So I'd sub in. So I have 5 bracket 20 plus 1 and I get 100 plus 1. So there's 101 lines needed for stage 20. Okay, then I'm told, okay, so in stage P there's 71 lines needed. Okay, so I'm basically given my answer now and I need to work backwards. So I go 5p plus 1 is equal to 71. I've been told how many lines I have. Okay, so I go 5p plus 1 is equal to 71. 5p is equal to 71. Bring this over, becomes minus 1. 5p is equal to 70. P is equal to 14. Okay, and in part E, I'm told that L is equal to 3S plus 4, okay, and I'm asked to draw a pattern to go with this. So what I did is okay, so stage 0, so T0 is equal to 3 times 0 plus 4, which is 4, and we knew that was the case because if we see her pattern, she's just after drawing a square. Then I'm going along, okay, so I go with T1 is equal to, so I have 3 bracket 1 plus 4, and that's equal to 7, so I need to use 7 lines for my second pattern. T2 then is equal to 3 bracket 2 plus 4, that's equal to 10, so I need to use 10 lines. So stage 0 in this particular case, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, we were already given that, stage 1. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does not matter what you decide to do with this pattern as long as you use 7 lines in total. So you need to use this part and you need to build onto it, but it doesn't actually necessarily have to be this exact pattern. They accepted any ones as long as you've used the correct number of lines. Okay, so question 2, I was asked to take term 2 minus term 1. Okay, so term 2 is x squared minus 2x minus term 1 is 6x minus 3. So I take them away, so I get x squared minus 2x, minus by plus gives me a minus, minus by minus gives me a plus. So I then have x squared minus 2x minus 6x gives me minus 8x plus 3, okay? So that's the difference between term 1 and term 2. Then I'm going on and doing term 3, take away term 2. So I have 4x squared plus 3x minus my term 2 is x squared minus 2x. So I have 4x squared plus 3x, minus by plus gives me minus, minus by minus gives me plus. So I have 3x squared, okay, because 4x squared take away x squared is 3x squared. 3x plus 2x will give me 5x, so that's my answer. Then I'm told, okay, that they form a linear sequence, okay? So if they form a linear sequence, then the first difference is the same, okay? So what I need to do now is I'm going to take this away from this, okay? So I get 3x squared plus 5x minus, I take these away, so x squared minus 8x plus 3. So I have 3x squared plus 5x minus by plus gives me minus, minus by minus gives me plus, and minus by plus gives me minus. So then my final answer is 2x squared plus 13x minus 3, which is what I was given to me. Okay, and I knew that's what I had to do there because I was told it's linear. That means if it's linear, the first difference has to be the same between the two terms. Okay, so these are my answers. So I take the biggest one away from the smallest one here. And then that's already answered. Then I was asked the last part. It says solve the equation 2x squared plus 13x minus 3 is equal to 0. Give your answer correct to 3 decimal places. So I need to use my minus b formula. So because the hint in that question where it wants you to use minus b formula is 3 decimal places, this here we need to recognise that's quadratic. Okay, so I have minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 13, and c is equal to minus 3. So I have minus b, so minus 13 plus or minus square root b squared, so 13 to be squared minus 4 times a is 2 times c is minus 3 all over 2a, so 2 times 2. So I have minus 13 plus or minus 13 to be squared is 169, minus 4 times 2 times minus 3 gives me plus 24 all over 4, and I get minus 13 plus or minus square root 193 all over 4. So get minus 13 plus the square root of 193 over 4 minus 13 minus the square root of 193 over 4. And then I put that straight into my calculator and I get my answer to 3 decimal places that x is equal to 0.223 and x is equal to minus 6.723. And that's the first two questions done.